It's an honor to have a conversation with you.
Actually, I'm really, nervous and excited at the same time because
Same is with me. Hmm.
I watched a lot of your videos and I was thinking that let's have a session with Sunil sir, but I was suffering with some health issues. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, because of that, I was just taking a little time. And I liked your
Hmm.
video very.
Okay, don't call me sir. That as I said that we both are at same level. That whatever you are doing, I must say that I'm very much inspired by you. Like you are there, Ashutosh is there, so you people are doing a fabulous job. So looking at you, I'm also trying to do the same.
Yes, yes, but your English is really superb. Like I like the way you speak. I like the everything, whatever
Thank
the content in the video, the energy, the positivity, and everything. Yes, yeah.
you. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you. Hmm.
Yes, yes. So since you are coming on my YouTube channel for the very first time, so first of all, I would like to know about yourself. Like I know, but for the audience, I would like to.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Okay. So first things first, I am really privileged to be here. I must say that you are such a beautiful person that who makes videos, and I have also observed this that you have been an inspiration to so many people. I do give online classes. When I ask this question from my students, like whose videos you like to watch the most of the time the question is that we love to watch your videos, me Rajni Verma's videos. So this is the question, this is the question I ask, and this is the answer I also get.
Hmm.
So i I also watch your videos. I have watched some of your videos, and I really liked them, interesting, and I
Hmm.
really liked, and they were informative too. So yes, this is the thing. Talking about my introduction, my name is Sunil. I am from Delhi. Talking about my educational qualification, I'm a graduate. Or if I tell you what I do for a living, so that the thing is that I try to disseminate my knowledge with my students. I have been an English trainer. Moreover, I have been a YouTuber.
Hmm.
Or if I talk about my YouTube channel, so there I like to upload conversational videos. I like to hold a conversation with different people from all walks of life, and I like to share the same knowledge on my YouTube channel so that people can learn something from that. When it comes to my hobby, I love listening to music, so that's it.
Okay, you love listening to music. Oh, great to know
Hmm.
about you. And I'm happy that people are watching my content and they like the way I speak. Although I am
Yeah.
not satisfied nowadays. I don't know why I'm lacking somewhere. As I
Hmm.
start speaking more, but I think I'm not capable enough to use nice words, those words while speaking. And I guess a little gap is there still. Like for 3 to 4 days, I didn't talk to anyone. And I don't know why it
Hmm.
happens. The smallest gap also reflects while speaking, right?
Hmm.
Have you
Hmm.
ever experienced this kind of stuff, like when you are not talking to anyone for just 4 to 5 days and there is a change in your
Hmm.
speaking?
Yes, yes, I do see that change in me. I feel that if I do not talk or if I do not practice for
Hmm.
even one day, I feel my communication skills are going to be rusty, and
Hmm.
I will not have the confidence that I have right now. And I make sure before I have a conversation with anyone, I
Hmm.
do practice. And
Okay.
here, yes, one thing is that practice makes a man perfect. If you want to have that accuracy, if you want to have that confidence, you have to practice. And this is one of the languages. If you do not practice it, you will not be able to deliver the message you have held for a very long time, or whatever you have thought of. So you will not be able to deliver. It is with everyone, whatever you do. If you do not play cricket for a very long time, somewhere you will lack so many things.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yes, yes. Well, I would like to know how did you start? Like, what thought came in your mind while creating YouTube channel? Like, why did you create that?
Okay. As I said, I'm inspired by you and the other people. So
Uh-huh.
I thought like you all are doing a wonderful job. and I try to do the same.
Hmm.
And now my ambition is to gain fame. I want to earn a lot of money, and I feel that YouTube is going to help me very much.
Yes.
So this is one of the reasons to be on YouTube. And
Mhm.
I want to teach overseas students. I want to teach people from from different states. And
Hmm.
if I want to teach offline, so that is going to be out of question that people might not reach to me. But
Hmm.
if if I want students from different states, from different countries, so there I have to do something online. So keeping this in mind, I started this, and God be praised, these days I'm getting good response. People do talk to me from different countries too, and soon I'm going to start teaching them.
Wow, wow, wow. Many, many congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
And yeah, if you are aspiring to teach overseas too, so you must be, I think, focusing on the accent too, on different accents. So what kind of content you consume on YouTube?
Okay, I barely watch. I barely use YouTube. What I do is I just try to check my views. I just try to check how my videos are doing. So this
Hmm.
is what I do, and sometimes I use it to have the clarity on some topics. Like sometimes there are some parts in grammar where I am a bit skeptical that how can I make them interesting, or how can I make them these topics, or how I can teach these topics to my students easily. So that point of time I watch some of the videos. Else these days I'm very much busy.
Okay, and what about the accent part?
Accent, I must say this accent is with me because of my sir.
Hmm.
That teacher, yes, inculcated this thing in me, and because of this I am here. And these days my teacher has also started taking sessions, and if you get a chance to watch his videos, if you get a chance to have a conversation, you will
Hmm.
forget about me, and you will think, okay, what planet this person is from, the way he speaks, the way he represents things. So he's such a brilliant speaker. So from there, when I was learning this language, when I was trying to excel my communication skills,
Hmm.
their accent was introduced to me. And my teacher told me that we do use UK accent, we do follow Britishers. So I try to have the same accent, because
Hmm.
there is a difference between American and Britishers. So I follow British accent.
Okay, okay, yeah, we Indian follow British accent. And you mentioned you
Yes.
don't consume content on YouTube, you just watch your views and everything, you check these kind of stuff. So, what do you do in like especially we focus on listening part, then reading part, then speaking. I don't know about writing, but some people maybe
Hmm.
are writing too. So, what do you do, especially listening, reading, or you are doing speaking, that which I'm aware about. What about listening
Hmm.
and reading? Do you read? Do you listen?
Yes, reading is one of my favorite things to do. When it comes to reading, so I love reading a newspaper. Or if
Oh,
I have time, so I also invest some of my time in reading novels. So
hmm,
that's how I try to polish my communication skills. That's how I try to use some words which I use where people feel that okay, I'm using different words, but it's not like that. Whatever I read, I try to have that in my conversation.
hmm. But yeah, your like way of delivering thoughts and way of constructing sentences is very good and easy to understand for even beginners. That is what I have observed. Like when you speak, it is very clear, simple, and crisp, so anyone can understand you easily. Yes. Okay. So what kind of books? You mentioned novels. Sometimes you try. You love reading
Hmm.
novels. So which
Hmm.
one is your favorite?
I often read novels which are easy to understand.
Hmm.
Like I love to read Chetan Bhagat's novels.
I have heard many times about it, but I haven't read any of the because I don't read novels. Yes. I read books related to self-help and development and related to mind or money or these. Yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So if you like to read Chetan Bhagat's novels. So
Hmm.
one thing is conspicuous that language is going to be so easy, and you are going to find a lot of interest in that. Even
Hmm.
you will get engrossed in reading, and you will never
Okay.
know okay what's happening. You are going to envision everything. Okay, this is
Hmm.
happening. I'm here. I can see this person. So this is the beauty of his writing. That's why I love to read his novels.
Okay. Okay. And which one is are you reading nowadays?
Like these days, I'm not into reading, but few days
Hmm.
back I did read his novel that was Two States. I also read his novels, yes, like 22 Resolution.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
In 2024, I'm just aspiring to read a lot of books. I don't know why this is in me, but I'm loving the reading part a lot, and especially books written by respected Sudha Murthy ma'am. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. These books are very easy to understand. Even I feel engrossed in those books too.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's why I was asking, like, if I start reading novels, I should start with, easy and then interesting ones, because otherwise I left these novel part again. Because already I'm not
Yeah.
into it. Yes, yeah. It should be very interesting if I pick one for the very first time, right?
Yes, true. And yes, I also want to tell you one thing that the first step is the hardest. Whenever you try reading a novel, that point of time, I feel that you will not be able to understand anything
Hmm.
because whenever you read a novel, the
Hmm.
first 1 or 2 pages are dedicated to the introduction. When
Hmm.
you go for the introduction, you never understand what's happening. But
Hmm.
when you have the patience, when you start reading, when you complete 2, 3, 5 pages, then you understand, okay,
Hmm.
I'm on the right track. Or
Hmm.
you are going to find all those novels riveting.
Hmm. Okay, okay, got your point. And let's see. It happens even when you are not into reading and you start even with very
Hmm.
basic book. Then also it happens with beginners. It happened with me too when I started reading. But nowadays it is not the thing with me. Okay. Since you first, I don't know, when did you start learning English? Can I know that too?
Yes, please.
Hmm.
So I would love to answer that. So I started learning English in 2013. I completed BTech in 2012, and thereafter I took an admission for learning this language. I went to an institute. There I started spending time. There I started learning it. And I must have spent almost 1 or 2 years there.
Hmm.
And I came to a level where my teacher found something in me, and I was entitled to teach there. And I started sharing my knowledge with students. I was given one of the batches there. Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
So that's how my journey started. Yes.
Okay, then it's interesting. I can ask that the second question what that was in my mind. Although, I am suffering, or I am I think going through that phase now, and I guess you have already crossed that one.
Mm.
So that is once when you are a beginner, and you had already the guidance from those teachers. So I think it would be very easy,
Mm.
or maybe if there is a guidance that seems a little easier than people who are doing or learning English on their own. So when we start as a beginner, it is little easy to we know what are the things that we can do, and the listening practice, the reading, and then speaking. But a level where I am right now, an intermediate level, and there are many people who are intermediate. I guess there are on YouTube too. There are some people who are at intermediate level, and when they put a lot of efforts in it, like they are reading continuously, they are speaking continuously, but still they feel like there is no improvement. Like I am not satisfied with my performance nowadays, and I feel
Mm.
sometimes stuck. So did you also face that? Did you also experience it?
Yes, I did face the same experience. I have been through the same experience quite a
Hmm.
few times. And what happens is that first you will learn everything. and you will feel, okay, now I have learned, now whatever I have learned in grammar, it's time to bring that thing in our day-to-day conversation. So when
Yes.
you do that, when you take classes, you are in a different situation. When you take online classes or when you take offline classes, there you are taught how to represent a topic, how you can discuss topics, how you can debate with people, how you can give a presentation. These are things. But and for that you are given time and you know how to do that. But when you go for having a word with anyone, when you talk to strangers, when you to try to explore things, situations are different. If I try to speak with the person who is selling something, there my conversation is going to be different. But when I am at my institute, the conversation is different. Here, the conversation is different. When you try to expand your knowledge, that point of time, we feel that, okay, I don't know. And the another thing is that we always look for more. That the more you have, the more you want. Whatever level you have, you should be satisfied, because there must have been the time where you did not know anything. Now you have that capacity, you have that good level where you can speak, where you can make others understand, and you are inspiring others. But this is human nature. We will never ever be satisfied. So this is the problem.
Yes, I have observed myself last 2 months. Then I found like I don't know why I am feeling it. Then I thought like I should take some now baby steps again, as I took for the beginner level. Then when I started this journey in 2022 itself. So now again I am starting this as an intermediate. So I have started already taking the small baby steps for myself. Let's see how I will improve in this 2024. Yeah, yes. So can yeah.
Yes,
You.
I'm saying that this is the wisest step that you have taken. When you feel you are not improving, you should always go for retrospection. You need to think, okay, earlier what I did, which I'm not doing. Why
Yes.
my level improved, why it is not improving. Yes, I also do that. At times what I do is that when I make silly mistakes, then I regret a lot. And then I think, okay, now I'm not working or I'm not doing well in my present tense. Then again I take my old books and then again I practice the same way I used to do earlier. And you are doing great. And if you do what you have thought, I can vouch for that you will certainly see a sea change in you.
Yes, yes. That is for sure true. Okay. So I would like to know, people now are very confused, like how they should cover grammar. Like some people suggest on YouTube videos, that you should learn grammar through listening, reading, and speaking. Gradually, you will be automatically there. And I also think this same way. But some people say like, no, you need to focus on grammar separately. So I want to know your point of view on both. Like, should we learn separately, especially for spoken? I'm talking about spoken, not the reading, written or the reading part, no, or the exams that you have to clear. For those, I know we have to learn grammar separately. But for spoken, should we learn separately or should we learn through reading this?
Okay. So what my observation is that we do need to focus on grammar, or we can do it together. Like we can devote time. Sometime we can practice, or for half an hour, we can practice grammar. For half an hour or for 1 hour, we can go for speaking part. But here you don't need to learn all things in grammar. What you can do is you can practice tenses or a little bit modals. And if you feel okay, still you are not satisfied, still you feel you are devoid of something, you can go for conditionals. This is what I prefer. When you have the deep knowledge of these things, you can speak easily. And let me tell you one more thing. I have been teaching for a considerable period. I have observed that we barely use conditionals. We barely use articles. What I do is, if I talk about myself, where I know, okay, I'm going to use countable nouns, rather than using a single countable noun, what I do is, rather using singular noun, what I do is I make it plural. Like I never ever say I eat an apple because I know I can be confused. So I usually make it plural. I say I eat apples. So
Hmm.
that's how I skip it. And talking about nouns, when
Hmm.
it comes to nouns, so we know that if a noun is countable, we can make
Hmm.
singular plural. So I prefer using plural nouns. When it
Hmm.
comes to countable nouns,
Hmm.
there when it comes to uncountable nouns, there we never ever use articles. This part is very clear.
Yes.
The second thing, yes, the second thing is that we barely use adjectives. You barely find people using adjectives. If
Hmm.
you are learning this language, if you are a beginner, that point
Hmm.
of time I'm saying this,
Hmm.
adverbs we hardly use. Like we never ever say he speaks very well, like he speaks impeccably nicely. We
Hmm.
do not use these things.
Hmm.
What is so important is that tenses. And in tenses, we should always work on two tenses: present simple tense and then past simple tense.
Fast.
Future will follow. Yes,
Hmm.
future you don't need to work on it.
Hmm.
And you can also work on one thing, that always work on irregular verbs. When you have the clarity on verbs,
Hmm.
then you are like you are going to be so comfortable. Okay,
Hmm.
what verb I need to use after has or have. Like you don't need to think twice: break, broke, broken, spread,
Yeah.
spreaded, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how we can go for that. And rest of the time practice.
Because there is a lot of confusion about grammar, especially when it
Hmm.
comes to talk about the speaking part, especially that. Yes. Okay.
So I would like to ask the same question, that how do you see that? That do you recommend people to go for grammar, or do you
Hmm.
tell them, okay, we can keep grammar aside and we should always focus on speaking part? How do you see this?
Hmm. So I nowadays I'm providing paid sessions to beginners as I consider
Hmm.
myself an intermediate. So what I do when I see like there is a problem in grammar, so I don't recommend to them to learn grammar patterns. But
Hmm.
while when they deliver their thoughts, I listen to them carefully, and the pattern which I found is there is a issue or they should work on it. I just simply explain the grammar pattern and I ask them to watch one or two videos on it. Don't just learn
Hmm.
from books and all. I don't know why I don't feel comfortable with books when it comes to learn grammar. So I feel the
Right.
same with others too. Like they will also feel bored if I tell them to read this pattern and then learn this pattern. So I just
Hmm.
simply recommend them to just watch simply to one or two simple videos, or sometimes I send them the video too from
All right.
YouTube.
All right.
So that is, I guess, easy to just first watch one or two videos, and then try to use those grammar patterns while speaking,
Hmm.
or yeah, in the next session. So like this I tell them. And other thing is like things which you mentioned, like plural, singular, then articles, and then
Hmm.
adjectives. These things I guess can be improved by reading a lot. So I always recommend
Hmm.
them to read, because while listening again, we miss those words. We don't listen
Hmm.
this much carefully that we can catch even each and every word, and then
Right.
articles, and then uh, proper verbs. So that's why I tell them to focus on reading part two. If not much, then try to read one page or 15 minutes in a day. That would be, I guess, great. So I just suggest these two things.
Okay, and what do you recommend your students or the people you know, that what they should start reading?
Reading from basic books first. Before I was just recommending them to just start with the like Atomic Habits and these kind of books. But then I
Hmm.
found like again, one of my students tell that it is difficult for her, she cannot understand this book even. Then she herself found the Sudha Murthy's books are very easy to understand for beginners, and beginners can
Right.
start because Sudha Murthy, respected Sudha Murthy ma'am, has written about
Hmm.
some storybooks for school students. So they are
All right.
already published in school books, especially. So they are easy for students. So now I recommend her books to learners,
Okay,
because
I will also give it a shot.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
you
only heard
should.
about her.
Hmm. I have also started reading her books in 2024 itself, and this is my resolution to complete her books itself. Even though she has written a lot of, but let's see, many
Okay.
books. Yes, yeah.
Okay, so the next question is that what time you like reading and when you feel you can focus on that particular thing, either in the morning or in the evening or in the afternoon.
Hmm. Nice question. And before, when I was very, energetic towards learning English, before,
Hmm.
I guess 2 to 3 months before, and in 2022, I used to read in the morning for 2 hours, even in
Okay.
the morning itself. But now the things has changed, and I read
Hmm.
whenever I feel, and whenever I even don't feel to do anything, then I pick a book and I start reading. Second thing,
Yeah.
for some days I don't know why I was not feeling well, and I was not getting proper sleep too in the night. So
Hmm.
what I was doing is, first thing we do, scroll in mobile when we are
Hmm.
not feeling sleepy. So I was doing, but then it was again the frustrating thing for me. So whenever I feel not sleepy and nothing is working, or I'm not anything, I just pick a book and I start reading. Yes.
Yes.
Nowadays, I
Yes.
can say like there is no fixed time for reading.
Right. And yes, whenever we have sleep deprivation, that point of time we don't feel like doing anything. If you do not get proper sleep, you will have so many problems, and you
Hmm.
would certainly have a headache, and
Hmm.
something will certainly bother you. Okay, and it will tell you did not sleep last time very well. You should sleep first.
Yes.
Okay, so the another pertinent question is that like, do you believe that it is easy to have success, but it is very difficult to keep it up, to maintain it?
It is difficult. It is not even easy to gain popularity
Hmm.
again.
Hmm.
Uh, in
Right.
some people's life, it happens as a miracle, but again, you need to work hard. And after
Hmm.
that, it is again difficult to maintain the popularity or the fame. Yes, it is difficult. I must say, you have to put your efforts, your 100% in it. Even you have to, try new things and upgrade yourself time to time.
Hmm. Okay. So why do you feel it is challenging? Why we can't it keep it the same? The moment we succeed,
Hmm.
can't we have the same level till we are alive or till we are in that profession? I'm asking you this because you are successful. And now it is very difficult for you to have the same level because you
Hmm.
want to uplift your level.
Hmm. Hmm. Nice question. And you know why it happens? First is because of
Hmm.
a lot plethora of content is already available on
Hmm.
YouTube. People are not like watching same content every day. They are getting a lot
Right.
of content in your YouTubers, new faces are coming, and uh, so I guess again, first is like the trend changes after some time.
Hmm.
I guess
Right.
for the last 2 years or 3 years, the Clappingo platform was very popular. People were watching Clappingo videos a lot.
Right.
But nowadays, I guess English Yari, people watching
Right.
English Yari and
Yes. Yes. True.
make even subscription on English Yari instead of. And again, if you are at a same level, like you are not changing, you are not upgrading yourself,
Hmm.
people will feel monotonous after a certain period of
Right.
time. So that is again
Hmm.
a issue, and this one is bothering me a lot. I guess I am not just upgrading. That's why I guess I'm
Hmm.
struggling. Hmm. And again,
Hmm. Hmm.
people have a lot of other options, so it is difficult to grab their attention, and then which word I can use here to grab their attention and make them to stay in the flow in this video. It is nowadays difficult because of the
Hmm.
content
Yes.
which people can get in shorts in just 1 minute, so they don't like
Hmm.
maybe watching a lot of long videos. Yeah, that also can
Hmm.
be. Hmm.
Okay, so are you really satisfied with your journey of YouTube?
Hmm. Nowadays, not. As you can see, I don't know why people are not watching my videos, But I'm just thinking about the other stuff now to just try new things and try to do something else too. So I'm just thinking, and believe me, I'm telling you, and I just can pray that you won't face this kind of situation. But once you are when you are in this scenario, you don't even, your mind also stops. You don't even able to
Right.
think about different ideas creatively, I must say. And sometimes my friends ask me, just do something different, just try something different. I say, my mind is not working right now. I don't know, I cannot think creatively these days. Once you
Right.
are growing and you are achieving your goals, you again you get a lot of different ideas, great ideas. I can do this, I can do this, because you are motivated, you are positive all the time. And but once you are literally little down and you are facing a difficulties, then mind also stops. And I am facing this issue right now. My mind is not working. I don't know what to do, but I'm really trying hard to think a little out of the box.
Yes, I can completely relate with that. The thing is that once we succeed, the first thing that we always want in life is we want to have the world at our feet. Once you have that, you feel that you have achieved it, and after that, we never ever look for another thing. This is the thing. Second
Yeah.
thing is that competition, it is cutthroat. Everyone is doing the same thing, but their methods are different. You also do the same, I also try to do the same, but you
Yeah.
have different approaches, I do have different approaches. This is the thing. And yes, as you said, I could not agree more with that people are done with our videos. They do not like to watch the same thing every day, looking at Sunil every day, looking at like Rajni. They are done with that. They want new faces. They want something new. Every day we try to deliver the same thing. Same is with singers. Like for Arijit Singh, like Arijit is still in trend, but if I talk about Honey Singh, for a certain period of time, people did like his songs. Now we do have different other singers. Like Badshah is there, King is also there. Now people are fond of listening to King's song. But time will come, people will be detached from him after some time. So it is like that. And as you said that, like you are the best judge of yourself. You need to know, okay, what are things that are not working for me and what are things can work for me. And
Yes.
yes, you are absolutely right about that. We come to a level where nothing works as planned. And things are happening. I can imagine, and even I have not come to that level, but still I can feel that when I am there, what will I do? Yes.
I have to
Look at
do.
look at me, who is telling you that you already have got a lot of experience, and then you need my advice. I don't feel that.
No, no, it's not like that. It is always welcome to have advice from who are experienced. It can be like you are new at YouTube, but you have experience, a lot of experience, how I can upgrade and how, and you can
Right,
judge
right.
my level 2, my English 2. You have this, I guess, ability. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Anything else? Because the meeting is going to end. Yes.
So how many minutes are left so that I can?
Only 3 minutes. Yes.
Okay, three. We do have 3 minutes.
Hmm.
Okay, so I also notice one thing, that you look sensational whenever you take the session. You do take care of your appearance. So, like, do you feel without this, our videos might not work? Because I'm very particular about my appearance. Whenever I hold a conversation, I make sure my hair is set, my face is going to shine a bit, or I must glow. So, like you, does it really matter?
Yes, it matters. I think there can be some people who feel or who will judge. No, no, it doesn't matter. But ultimately, it matters. What I have observed.
Right.
Yes.
And
They
yes, one more
can
thing I would
say
say that
simply like,
that's
"Oh,
how.
oh, it doesn't."
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, you should go on.
I was just saying that some people will say, no, it doesn't work. Knowledge is everything and all. But I think everything matters. You should be very good at, like, you should have good, great knowledge, upgrade yourself, and you should be very good in appearance too. Yeah.
appearance, right? But yes, what I feel is that when you are ready, when you dressed up, or when you come with a different personality, that point
Hmm.
of time you also inspire people. Like they'll be inspired by your look.
Yes. Hmm.
So this is the benefit. Like you are teaching how to be fashionable, how to be stylish, and you are also teaching English. You are
It's
also teaching
good.
how to have patience. You are teaching so many things like that.
I hope so. I don't know what to say here, but I hope so. I'm able to do it. And I would love
Yeah.
to do other things too for the audience. But let's see how
Right.
things work and how
Oh,
things
all
go.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes. At last, I would say thank you for having me here. It was a blessing to be with you.
This meeting is going to end, I would love to tell you that thank you so much for connecting to me. You know, I feel a connection with you, which I found like
Yes, same here.
someone is just trying to understand me or my feelings. So it
Hmm.
was great to connecting to you
Yes.
now a little bit